Are you okay with this ranking of coaches? Tell me in the comments. The prices and bonuses for Arsenal in the Champions League this season will exceed £100 million if they beat Real Madrid in the quarterfinals. Eric Cantona in 2017 on Neymar's departure for Barcelona. When you're 25 years old, playing for the Brazilian national team, wearing the number 10, and also playing for Barcelona, I wonder what you're going to do in the French league. Play against Amiens and Guingamp. Happy 48th birthday to Alessandro Nesta. He won 3 Serie A titles, 2 Champions Leagues, a World Cup, and 11 other collective trophies. Newcastle is preparing a new contract offer that would nearly double Alexander Isak's salary. Dortmund has decided not to trigger its €35 million option to buy Carney Chukwuemeka. However, another loan is possible if they qualify for European football. Paris Saint-Germain wants to sign Virgil van Dijk as a free agent and is considering a contract offer worth €100 million. A look back at Ronaldo's only season with Barcelona. In 49 games, he scored 47 goals and provided 7 assists. With 3 trophies won, he also claimed the Ballon d'Or. Atletico Madrid is interested in signing Darwin Núñez this summer and will offer a loan deal with a purchase obligation of €35 to €40 million. A Champions League final against Real Madrid? Pedri. Yes, obviously, I would sign today. I think you shouldn't be afraid of any team. Inigo Martinez is almost ruled out of the matches against Osasuna and Girona. Are you upset when he substitutes you? Lamine Yamal. That proves that everyone wants to play. At the moment of the substitution, it is natural for any player to be angry. But as soon as you head to the bench, that feeling disappears. One of your teammates comes onto the field, and it's the same one who wished you good luck when you were playing, and in the end, the same applies to you. AC Milan wants to extend Kyle Walker's loan this summer. Liverpool and Milan hope that Raúl Asencio will not extend his contract with Real Madrid. Considered a rising star, Dean Huijsen is at the top of the list of defenders targeted by Real Madrid. His progress is meeting all the club's expectations. Real Madrid is considering signing him. Eder Militao has accelerated his recovery. He will train with the ball after the international break, and the club hopes he will be available for the Club World Cup. Pau Cubarsí on Raúl Asencio. Raúl Asencio is having an incredible season. He's a good guy, and we will form a great duo. Borussia Dortmund is celebrating its 116th anniversary today. 1 Champions League, 8 Bundesliga titles, 5 German Cups, and 8 other trophies won. William Saliba is not guaranteed to start against Croatia tomorrow. He is competing with Upamecano. The other spot is reserved for Kone, who will start the game. Didier Deschamps is expected to field a trio of Mbappe, Dembele, Kolo Muani, or Alice tomorrow against Croatia. Desire Dewey and Barcola on the bench. One photo, 3 football legends. Is FC Barcelona the favorite to win the UCL? Yamal responds, "We are favorites to win the Champions League now that Liverpool is eliminated. We fear no team." Happy 44th birthday to Kolo Touré, brother of Yaya Touré. The only team to have achieved a domestic treble or quadruple is Manchester City Football Club. Dean Huijsen has a £50 million release clause for this summer. The movements around the defender have already begun. Arsenal's potential new sporting director, Andrea Berta, wants to sign Matheus Cunha, who has a £62.5 million release clause at Wolves. Here are the top-rated countries ahead of the international break. Arsenal is considering signing Jonathan David, who will be a free agent at the end of the season. In England, West Ham is also closely following the Canadian international. A Tottenham fan claims that Gabriel is currently the best defender in the world. Real Betis wants to keep Anthony on loan next season. Wayne Rooney on the current Manchester United squad. They need major changes in the squad. I think 10 to 15 players should leave the club. Obviously, they can't do that, but there's a mentality where no one takes responsibility. I would keep Bruno and Mainu. Tottenham will get rid of Christian Romero this summer if he does not sign a new contract before the transfer window opens. Real Madrid has been linked to the defender. Kobbie Mainoo is one of the players that Manchester United is willing to sell this summer to increase their transfer budget. Caoimhin Kelleher, who has only 1 year left on his contract, is likely to leave in search of a number 1 position elsewhere. Alaba and Militao will stay next year if they wish. Real Madrid will not leave either of them behind, but their roles will be another matter. How cute Barcy. I slipped once during training, and Lamine Yamal reminded me of it all week. Barcelona had an eye on Desire Dewey last summer as a backup plan when the Nico Williams transfer became complicated. Deco was a big fan of the French winger, but financial fair play rules made the transfer impossible. Estevao, Chelsea's young talent, is training with the Brazilian national team. We found Bukayo Saka's twin brother, Sakeo Baka. A look back at the time when Alejandro Garnacho was named man of the match in the 93rd minute against Chelsea. Then Cole Palmer completed his hat trick 8 minutes later, and the decision was overturned. Cole Palmer has not officially withdrawn from England's training camp. He could possibly join later if he can. We are still waiting for the test results. It is still unlikely that he will play. Here is the number of Champions League finals lost by each club. Official. The new Cameroon jerseys have been unveiled. Saudi club Al Nassr is preparing to make an offer to sign Arsenal's Brazilian defender Gabriel Magalhães in the summer transfer window. Lamine Yamal on the Ballon d'Or against Rafinha. We haven't talked about it. If Barcelona wins all the titles, one of us will win it, no matter who. I'm very happy for Rafinha. His transformation has been incredible, and he's having a fantastic season. For now, I'm not concerned with the Ballon d'Or. Wojciech Szczesny. Beautiful football. That's what excites me about Barcelona. Juventus focuses mainly on results, whereas in Barcelona, there's a pure and contagious joy in football. It's no surprise that millions of fans are influenced by this approach. Florian Wirtz is expected to respond to Bayer Leverkusen's contract offer in early April. Leverkusen's offer runs until 2028 and includes a release clause of around 125 million euros. Valid from 2026. His asking price will be 150 million euros this summer. Thiago Motta will remain at Juventus. However, the club's management demands a change in the form of greater defensive solidity and more empathy with the team. Bayer Leverkusen has a good chance of keeping Florian Wirtz this summer. Wirtz and his parents see summer 2026, after the World Cup, as the best time to take the next step in his career. The plan for FC Barcelona with Ansu Fati remains the same as in January, trying to find a new club to sell him. Ansu rejected more than 4 offers in January, and he will have the final decision. But Barcelona remains open to letting him go. In that case, a new winger could join the team. Kylian Mbappe. They say that Paris Saint-Germain plays better without me. I wish them the best, but I'm focused on Real Madrid and the possibility of winning a treble. That would be extraordinary for my first season. Dani Carvajal's recovery is going better than expected. If he continues like this, he will have a good chance of playing in the Club World Cup. Benfica is moving forward to sign Nelson Semedo. The French national team's attack is truly frightening. Bayern did not want to respond when asked about the reason for Vincent Kompany and Christoph Freund's visit to the PSG versus Marseille match. It was not just a visit to observe a potential Champions League opponent, but there is probably a player involved. Back to the time when Karim Benzema was scoring hat tricks with 3 dates and a glass of milk in his stomach. The agreement between Raúl Asencio and Real Madrid for a new long-term contract is almost finalized. The last details need to be settled in the coming weeks, but there is no doubt on either side. Asensio will sign a new contract with the club. His only desire is to succeed at Real Madrid. Riccardo Calafiori on what Mikel Arteta did that made him want to join Arsenal. The first thing that comes to my mind is organization. How much Arsenal cares about each player in every aspect, both on the field and especially off it. As for Arteta, I was immediately struck by how much importance he placed on getting to know me. One day, he sent me pictures of my family on the phone and asked me to tell him what each member meant to me. If Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah extend their contracts, Liverpool should have fewer funds available for new player signings. The club recorded a loss of £57 million before taxes, with the second highest wage bill in the Premier League at £386 million per year. Liverpool is targeting a move for Inter defender Alessandro Bastoni. Arsenal is leading the race to sign Marcus Thuram. ahead of Chelsea and Liverpool. He has a £71 million release clause in his contract. Subscribe for daily football news.